Stop crying.
Stop with the tears.
Don't cry.
Pick yourself up.
Stop with the emotions.
Don't be a pussy.
Don't let nobody disrespect you.
Be cool and be kind of a dick.
Always keep your mouth shut.
Nobody likes a tattletale.
Bros come before hoes.
Don't let your woman run your life.
You bitch.
What a fag.
Get laid. Do something.
Be a man.
Be a man.
Grow some balls.
There's no real definition of what that is to be a man, but there's an assumption when someone says it like that there is a very clear definition of what men should be.
Strength, conviction. To be the man, it implies that you need to be something specific.
Unafraid. Strong. Like if somebody dares them to do something and they won't do it, they say be a man.
People have said be a man to me, and because I was kind of being a wuss and they were basically telling me to buck up.
Strong.
Focused. Because to be a man, you need to be focused and to embrace them.
Strong.
Remember your duty.
Toughen up.
Tough. Provide. Secure.
Pumps up like hardworking. Strength.
So our traditional view of masculinity holds that men should be, among other things, providers, protectors and procreators, with guiding behaviours like aggression, competitiveness and toughness and risk-taking as guiding behaviours that form a metaphorical map with which we walk through manhood or navigate through manhood.
I want to say it's the three scariest words that every man receives in his lifetime. And the phrase is to be a man. And I'd ask every man listening to this, you think about the context when you were young and someone told you to be a man. It was almost always in the context of stop acting that way. Stop with the tears, stop with the emotions. Don't be some kind of mama's boy, some kind of sissy. Be a man. And what young boys are taught at a very early age, that in order to be a man, they've got to separate their hearts from their heads. Boys are taught that they have emotions, to show them, to share them, to emote them. Somehow those things are considered signs of masculine failure. So we have this massive repression of the very thing that makes us human, makes us contributors. Now you think about that socialization process of men in this country. Men aren't raised to be relationally successful. We're taught how to compare and compete.
Be accepted and I want to be me, and then other people come out and say you can't be that, you're not allowed to be that.
At 8, my father put his hand on my shoulder at the airport and said, you're in charge of your family, you take care of your mother and brother now, and I may not see you again. That duty, that responsibility, that owned me for a lot of my life. The fear of feeling anything is if I start crying, I may never stop. I might just cry.
And we only need to look at some of the overwhelming evidence showing males dominating categories such as suicide, violent crime, antisocial behaviour and spousal abuse, just to know.
We've got to figure out how do you redefine, reframe this term of what it means to be a man.
Masculinity does not have to be mutually exclusive. We can be compassionate and loving and still maintain a strong sense of who we are as men. We can hold the villain at bay with one arm and cradle a baby in the other.
So the next time you see some man, some young boy struggling with the tears, with the emotions, boy, you think what would happen in this world if we walked up to that person and said, way to be a man. Because men live out of the fullness of who and what they are. They live out of their hearts. And somewhere we've got to change the cultural milieu in here to make sure that when we tell a boy to be a man, we give him a clear, compelling definition. Masculinity, relationships, commitment to a cause.
Be a man. It took me a while to learn what that meant. Being true to yourself and your surroundings, the people you work with, the people you live with, the people you love.
Trust your instincts. Be strong. Don't let people push you around. and be kind to women.
I've learned that being a man doesn't mean to shut out your feelings, is to embrace them.